Well, welcome once again to the monthly meeting of the Positive Thinkers. Hopefully, you all had a positive month, and if not, next month will be positive. So, the Positive Thinkers Club is always inviting new members. I was reminded that my blood type is B positive. How we got here? In 1988, Dave Rudofsky and John Snow, the co-founders of the club, were introduced to Brian Tracy, a successful author of motivational and self-improvement books, to develop the Phoenix Seminar on Human Relations. He came to deliver a seminar, and during that, Dave and John announced the formation of the Positive Thinkers Club. Today, we still have over 100 members, and we're still progressing and growing. Club description, for anyone who doesn't know, is a not-for-profit based in St. John's, instills positive awareness in its members, regular monthly meetings, which used to be in person, and hopefully in September we will be getting back in person again. The president, I currently am, gives all related information. Guest speaker, seminar for the club is delivered twice a year. We haven't been doing because of the lovely positive COVID. Seminars delivered in the past are stress management, power of positive thinking, emotional intelligence, power of passion, goal setting, and many more. And just a small positive thought in the morning can change your whole day. The club believes our mission and vision. During introduction to the Phoenix Seminar, Dave and John decided that Positive Thinkers Club would be a great way to have people meet on a regular basis, promoting a positive state of mind. All these years later, I believe that is still a very valid thing to think. Our plans for the future: membership expansion, continuing to grow in membership numbers. If any of your friends would love to join a club, we're always open for members. Focus effort on attracting younger adults, so we get another 32 years at least. Programs and service, more workshops, seminars once regulations allow, back to more in-person meetings, but we will be looking at keeping online Zoom meetings to be more of a hybrid meeting place. Still have over 100 members. As of January, there's 110. And why join our club? To find like-minded people to share your passion with. We're all passionate about something, and hopefully we're all passionate about being positive. Overview: your membership and all you need to know. Membership benefits: why become a member? Many great networks you can make with many different people from many different walks of life. Attend Positive Thinkers Club seminars for free. Learn public speaking skills by participating in our monthly meetings or by joining our board. We currently have 2 positions available: the director of speakers and secretary. The club locations, our facilities. In the future, one of the places we're currently looking at is moving to the Lantern, and we're going to keep the online Zoom meeting. In the past, we were at the Bella Vista, but because of financial times, things have changed a little bit with that. The membership fees, rates: singles $30, families $40, which is maximum 4 members. Youth membership 25 or younger is only $20. So upcoming events, July and August, will be determined. Our board consists of co-founder Dave Rudofsky, co-founder John Snow. I am lucky and fortunate enough to be the current president. First vice president, speakers, is vacant. Fabulous Tina Olivero is the vice president of membership. Wonderful Jackie Cook is the secretary, still currently doing a fantastic job. Treasurer, the wonderful Nicole Miller. And I'm the director of social media. Director of nominations is Alex Sui. Director of contacts, Tom Chalker. Director of newsletter, the fantabulous Katie Hussey. And other board members is Christina Howe and Brenda Walsh and Edwin. So you can find us online on Facebook. We have 2 different, we got a group and a page. You can find us on Twitter, Instagram. We also have a website that we've had for numerous years now. We're currently in the process of updating and upgrading. And if you have any questions or suggestions for the club, you can get in contact through email address, positivethinkersclubnl@gmail.com. I will now pass it along to the fabulous Katie Hussey, who is going to affirm us of how to use affirmation.
Thanks, Sheldon. Awesome job. Thank you, everybody, for showing up today for our June meeting. I love doing affirmations, so when the opportunity comes, I always kind of embrace it. So affirmations are not new to our club. This is a part of our club's routine every meeting. So for those of you who are not familiar with affirmations are just positive statements that we make to ourselves. So the majority of us are conditioned to think in a negative way. So affirmations are to help us kind of get to that positive state of mind and to help us with challenging moments and thoughts that we're having. So some self-sabotaging moments that we may have in our lives. We are always going to experience negative things around us, but we can certainly change our mind and our thoughts to help us through. So when you repeat your affirmations and believe that they are true, you can start to make positive changes in your thoughts and life. Consistency is the key to building belief and setting your positive affirmations. So today I wanted to focus our affirmations for fear and anxiety. With things quickly progressing in the world in relation to the pandemic and everything going back to normal, people are experiencing some fearful moments moments and anxiety. And as we get into the upcoming months that may progress, some people are very excited too, of course, being able to see family and to travel and to kind of embrace the new way that we're going to experience the world is very exciting as well. With that comes some anxiety for a lot of people. So if this is something that you're experiencing, these affirmations can help you keep grounded and centered as we move through a new way of the world. So what I'd like for you to do, if you're comfortable with unmuting yourself, affirmations are great to say out loud. And as well, when you're doing affirmations, it's great to kind of set them by using power poses. So if you're not familiar with power poses, those are just simply actions. So it could be simply raising your hands in the air. It could be Wonder Woman pose, which is your hands on your hips. It could simply be a hand on your heart or a fist pump. And whatever way that you want to do that, it's totally fine. If you want to keep your camera on, that's okay too. If you want to shut it off, it's totally okay. So let's go. I'll say the affirmation, you repeat it. Okay. My feelings and thoughts are valid.
My feelings and thoughts are valid.
I am a beautiful person inside and out.
I am a beautiful person inside and out.
I will smile, breathe, and go slowly.
I will
smile, breathe, and go slowly.
I feel grounded in this moment.
I feel
grounded in this moment.
I am safe, calm, and at peace.
I am
safe, calm, and at peace.
I let go of toxic and negative thoughts.
I let go
of toxic and negative thoughts.
I am strong.
I
am strong.
I trust the process of life.
I
trust the process of life.
I am doing the best that I can.
I am doing the best that I can.
Hey, thank you very much.
Thank
Enjoy
you.
your day.
Thanks, Katie.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Katie.
Thank you.
Now, without further ado, I will give a little introduction to our guest speaker. Title of our talk, Transformation from Trauma, and she says her quest from darkness to light through her love potion from the Amazon jungle. Short description of her presentation, tools to transform any level of trauma dedicated to any human being in the name of universal love. A short bio, she grew up in Burgeo, Newfoundland, a small fishing community, a Newfoundlander first and a Canadian second. She developed a mysterious passion for learning and teaching at a very young age. Nancy Drew, the Bobbsey twins, and the Hardy Boys were a few of her favorite reading series. She loves a good mystery, but little did she know she had to be the detective to solve the mysteries that made up her own life's journey. Many times, she says she buried herself in a book when she felt lost, alone, or just felt like she wasn't good enough. She's a cancer graduate, has survived 7 car accidents, sexual abuse, and says she has gratitude and forgiveness for all the challenges she endured, because she discovered her darkness was also her light. Her mission in life is to change anyone's perspective who thinks they aren't enough. Quoting Carl Rogers, curious paradox is that when I accept myself just as I am, that I can change. I can change the world through my beliefs and find happiness, peace, and joy. One of her original quotes is, "Greetings. It's a new day with gratitude winds, universal love, compassionate clouds, and sunshine heart." Welcome. Her most recently, she was elected as president of the Iceberg Alley Online Toastmasters Club, the first fully online Toastmasters club in the province. And here's Gianna. Go ahead. And thank you.
Thank you so much for that wonderful introduction. It's so nice to be here. I feel like I was guided here. But before we begin, I would like everyone to just put their hand on their heart just for a minute and just pause. I asked you this question right now. When you say, I believe, do you point to your head or do you touch your heart? Because how you live with your heart is so, so important. And most people, according to research, touch their heart when they say, I believe, even though it's a thinking mechanism. So I'm going to share with you now how I used my heart to radiate the beautiful life that I'm so grateful for. And I'm not going to do it so much through positive thinking, even though that's a big part of it. And I'm going to share a part of my positive thinking experience in 1997 with you. But I'm going to share with you how identity of who you are is what helps me become a more positive thinker. So I'm going to share what my identity was before I got on this journey and what my identity is now. So the purpose of this talk is for you to strengthen your identity and to become even more positive and spread more light in the world. So first of all, I took a trip to the Amazon jungle, and I did a plant medicine called ayahuasca. It's a psychedelic. I'm not a druggie at all, but I needed to go and take an inner journey to really tap into my subconscious. And it's amazing the things inside of our subconscious that makes us who we are, including our egos, which are not totally dark, but they sometimes get the dark mixed up with the light. So I went there because I needed healing, and you heard it, 7 car accidents. Only one was my fault, and that was avoiding a beaver and going into a guardrail on a gravel road. The rest of them caused my body to break down. And I walked with a cane for 8 months. I had fibromyalgia. I had arthritis, and I found it difficult to get out of bed. And I was wondering, why am I feeling this way? I went to the Amazon to search for answers because I did not value my life, and I did not even value me. Well, guess what? Right now, I am so thankful for that journey because I learned how to love myself with all my heart and soul, my darkness and my light, and everything inside me. And I was told in the Amazon that I was given a love potion and I was a goddess. And I looked at them like they were crazy. I really did. A goddess? Me? No, I did not believe it. But the truth is, every woman is a goddess because we are the creators of light and love. And for these men here listening today, you know when a woman's happy, the frequency around you changes. And that's because they create nurturing and love and happiness. And God put us on that planet to do that. So I didn't believe it. So my journey continued on with this love potion for myself. And I went to New York City and I did a program called The Art of Being a Woman. And believe it or not, I don't believe in coincidences. I believe in connections. When I met with 1,500 women, my instructor wanted to speak to me. And before I even got to speak to her, she said, first of all, I want you to introduce yourself. And I said, I am Dina from St. John's, Newfoundland. She said, no, you are my sister goddess. And you came here today to get healed and learn about your power. And that was like a start of a new identity for me. I went, okay, I heard it a few years ago, but I didn't believe it. But now I'm starting to believe it. So I heard so many stories of women saying that they were sister goddesses. And I bonded together and I decided that this is a part of my journey, that I needed to create that self-love for myself. So that's part of who I became. So I kind of started writing a few love letters to myself because we were told to do that. And now I realize loving myself was so important because now we're just going to backtrack a little. Cancer, for me, being a cancer graduate, I never realized how much I would learn through that experience because my body have become my temple now. And it's very interesting. The place I went to in the Amazon jungle was called the Temple of the Way of Light. So I feel I'm a light warrior now, and that's another part of my identity. So believe that you are all light warriors by coming here to Positive Thinkers and raising yourself up and elevating your soul and your spirit, your mind, your body, and everything. And we need to spread that light, but we need to fill up our hearts first. We cannot spend all of our time worrying and being people pleasers. It's okay to please others, but you have to please yourself first and create that love inside yourself. Because like Sheldon said in the beginning, I didn't feel like I was enough. I had no self-esteem. I buried myself in a book. I was the tall, lanky girl that was late developing. I was all of those things. I didn't love myself. And when I came to St. John's, my father thought I was too innocent to even come to the city. But unfortunately, my innocence was robbed from me when I was 17 years old by two men. And that's how I lost my virginity, through that innocence. So I'm not upset with these men anymore. I learned to forgive them in the Amazon jungle because I realized that darkness makes me the resilient, powerful woman I am. And right now I'm helping 622 women all over the world heal from their trauma and transforming from that and becoming light warriors. Again, that's a part of my identity. So that's who I became. I need to pause just for a moment because just going through this right now, I realize that mindset is everything. We all have limiting beliefs sometimes, and I'm hoping you will realize today that they're conditioned beliefs based on your experience. It could be something that happened in the classroom. It could be something that happened in family dynamics, because sometimes our egos get in the way. It could be something that happened in a relationship that failed. But just remember, yesterday is not on the calendar and you're not the same person anymore. So if you're triggered by that in some way, delete it, because that belief is probably not serving you anymore. So you need new beliefs. So this is the next part of my identity. I am a placebo, and so are you. You can fill yourself up with any belief that serves you. You are love. You are love. You are gratitude. So I say that every morning. I am love. I am gratitude. And the reason I say that is because if I believe that and I'm conditioned to follow that in my mindset, I can have a beautiful day because I am spreading love as a light warrior. So I want you to think about that for a minute. You are love. You are gratitude. The affirmations that Katie shared here, so important. And we can be whatever we want to be. We can change our beliefs. That's why I say we are a placebo. We can fill it up with anything that we want to believe. And another thing is we are a present. We are a gift. We are a beautiful mosaic. And when you look at your darkness and your light and you put them together, you realize that God created you into a beautiful mosaic. So every one of those experiences make you who you are today. So I hope you choose to be a light warrior from this day forward through that identity. Another identity I have is I am forgiveness. I am forgiveness. And the reason I am forgiveness is because I realize every experience, from going through cancer to all those car accidents, to having my innocence violated, make me who I am today. This was a part of my divine purpose, and I'm so passionate about it because I am ready to spread the light to anybody who thinks they are not enough, because you are enough. God do not make junk, and he never started with you. So any day you are struggling with any type of trauma, no matter how small, or you're triggered by something, just remember you are enough. You are enough. That is your identity. You are the light. You are the love. You are the beautiful, kind, compassionate, grateful heart. So another part of my identity is I am compassionate. I cultivate compassion wherever I go, because guess what? We have all suffered in some way. We are meant to suffer to find our light, but we don't need to stay there and suffer. We need to take what has happened, learn from it, shut the hurt and the pain into a drawer, and then move on with the lesson. That's the light. That's the power within us. We have the power to do that in human beings. We can think with our heart. We can feel our pain, but we can also heal our own pain. Because guess what? We are also healers. You are your own healer. Anybody here can tell you something, but the truth is you are the healer. Medicine will help you heal, yes. But the bottom line is when you're connected to the universe, you are connected to healing because you're vibrating at a different frequency. And what the shamans told me in the Amazon jungle as they scanned down through my body and told me that I had breast cancer at some point, that there was a block. It's a block of energy. Every disease is a block of energy. And if you're not vibrating at the right frequency, that's how we lose our energy and get depleted and feel sad and unhappy. So you are a high vibration. That's another identity I want you to work on. Because when you vibrate with that, you can radiate more love and happiness and peace and joy around you. And that's what we all want as humans, isn't it? We all want peace, love, joy. So if we radiate that with our grateful, kind, compassionate hearts and forgive anybody who has wronged us unintentionally, or intentionally, we radiate at a different frequency. We radiate as a different frequency. So any limiting beliefs that you have, delete that, come up with new beliefs, because you have heard the expression, I believe. Whatever you believe is what you will become when you are connected to the frequency of the universe. So if you understand what I'm saying right now and all these identities that I needed to create inside me, because I am a co-creator, just like you are a co-creator, because that is my identity too, then you can make the life that you want. You can create a beautiful life for yourself. There's always room for improvement. I'm improving every day by reading and becoming mindful of my habits. The habit don't serve me, and it affects my energy and how I feel. I look at what can I do to change that habit. And I don't beat myself up about that, because 2 seconds to change it makes a difference. It creates a little ripple and it keeps going and going. I just want you to recall some days when you're having a bad day for a moment. It's usually one thing spirals after another. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm having a bad day. It's a frequency. It just continues. So if that starts to happen, delete, and say, I'm going to have a good day. I'm going to have a wonderful day. I'm going to smile. I'm going to change it, because you have that power to manifest your life, your day for every second, especially when you live in the now. Forget about the past. You're not the same person. This world obviously is not the same. Look at COVID and how much it has transformed us. Everything is constantly changing. So you have to change your mindset to fit in with what you desire, what your passion is. And when you do that, you also connect to your purpose. And I believe we're all here for a purpose. And that is to love and care and connect with everybody in the universe that comes through us. And welcome everybody into your circle. You will learn something for them, because we're all searching for the same things. We're all searching for love and peace and joy. I'm going to talk about trauma just for a minute, because trauma was a big part of my research. And I don't know if anybody here have heard of Gabor Mate, but he identifies trauma as a wound. And it's a wound that's inside you, and you can't see it, but you can feel the pain and you can be triggered. So on days that you feel triggered by any type of trauma, no matter how small, just remember that you can change that feeling, because the feeling is temporary. The feeling is temporary. It will go away. The pain will go away. So just be aware of your triggers and realize that you can say, I am powerful enough to change my pain. And that's the healing part as well. Well, that basically is a little bit of my journey from the Amazon jungle. Excuse me, I've got to grab my water. I haven't paused too much for my breath. Excuse me. So in the beginning, I said to put your hands on your heart. It is so important to love yourself. So important. And when you can keep filling your cup up and saying, I am love, and I am compassionate, and I am kindness, and I am gratitude, if you radiate that frequency out into the world, then that's a positive mindset. But it's radiating from your heart. And I think that's what will make us smile more, spread more happiness, and create a better world. And always remember, the universe has your back, because every experience that you had has created the beautiful mosaics that you are today. Everything did happen for a reason. Thank you so much.
Wow.
Well, that's amazing. Wow. I don't even know where to begin with that. Yes,
Great.
everybody give a big applause. Yes, big applause. I can't applaud, but I could, I would.
Thank you.
I'll applaud for you, Sheldon.
Thank you. That was
I
good.
want to go to the Amazon too.
Let's go. I'll go to the Amazon
Oh.
together.
It's
Let's all
such a
go-
love potion. It really is.
Let's
Yeah.
all go together.
Maybe we can create our own Amazon and that right here on the rock.
Here we go.
Yes.
Yeah,
Rock
definitely.
is on.
Here we
Rock
go.
is on.
Out in Bergio.
I
Out in
like
Bergio.
it, Tina.
Yeah.
It's
So
great.
if anyone's got any questions or any comments, for Deanne, just pass it. Just go ahead and
Well, I just like to say, Deanna, I'm so inspired by your story. I just love your energy, and I love what you brought to the table here for everybody to listen to today. I'm totally with you. I think that, loving ourselves as the foundation of everything. And I love what you say about filling your cup with your own chosen identity, and that we have control of that and we can choose whatever it's going to be. We're not at the mercy of our circumstances. So thank you so much for your message. It's inspired me to go out and fly out the door.
Good for you. Thank you.
It was a beautiful message. Thank you so much for sharing with us. And it kind of connects too with our positive thinkers and affirmations. And it really, it's true. Our conditions are not who we are today. So we can heal and share our love. And thank you so much for being with us today. I know it was a short notice for you, and very, very grateful for that. Thank you.
My pleasure.
We were supposed to hear this today. Each and every one of us that's here, this is what we were supposed to hear today. So thank you very, very much. And that's so inspiring. I just wish that there were so many other people out there that and that you want to pass that forward. I would love if you could, and put in the chat the bit about the trauma, because I would love to share that with somebody.
Okay.
Not to say that they're going to grab hold to it, but it has to be put out there, right?
Yes.
Well,
I can put that in the chat for you.
We're
Sure.
recording this anyway, so we can send them the recording.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
Perfect. Perfect.
Thank you, Dina, for your positive message and for sharing it so passionately. It was very inspiring. Thank you so much for coming in on such short notice.
yes, it was nice for you to step up to the plate and jump at the chance to have a conversation. So
Dan, me and Val want to go to the Amazon. Can you tell us how to go?
Oh, I can set you up now once COVID settles down. Definitely. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. The borders are going to be able, we want to go in February.
Okay. Wow. I want to go too. I want to go too for a tune-up. It's
Okay.
There's
You can
always
win
room
that.
for improvement. You just have to be better than you were yesterday.
Can you tell us the
My
details
identity.
about how to go and how to do ayahuasca and all that?
Yes, I actually had a shaman here a couple years ago at my house and invited him here. So I
Oh.
will be arranging things like that again now because
Oh, cool.
is it okay if I share a little bit more about this?
Yes,
Is everybody
please
okay?
do.
Am I keeping anybody too long? I
No.
do.
Go ahead.
No, no.
Tell,
Go ahead.
Yeah.
tell us what to do next.
The reason I went to South America to do ayahuasca is because I watched a show on Dr. David Suzuki about this plant medicine that heals people from depression and trauma and suffering. But it was shut down because his license was threatened as a medical doctor in Vancouver, British Columbia. So Dr. David Suzuki did a show about it. So it became illegal in Canada to do ayahuasca because 3 people died from doing ayahuasca over a 3-year period. Now, you know how many people die from pharmaceuticals, right? And one of my dad's friends died from being allergic to some sort of antibiotic. It happens, but 3 people in a couple of years. It's a very cheap medicine, but what it can do for people that are suffering with depression and anxiety and mental health is being researched more now. And there's a couple of organizations that I'm a part of. Embodied Philosophy is one. MAPS is another organization. And basically what they've realized is that ayahuasca will tap into your inner conscious and your subconscious, whatever, and it can heal you from trauma because it was like an omniscient experience for me. For the older people here, it's like a fast forward VHS of your life, and you see everything that has happened, but you don't react. You look at it and say, that's why I am the way I am. And you're able to forgive and let go and release, because we all know forgiveness is for ourselves. It's not for anybody that hurt us, but we forgive them too, because that's a part of the journey. So I hope that helps. A little bit about ayahuasca and why I went to South America, because it was illegal here. But I did take it in to the country because so many people were asking me about it. So I arranged for it, and I will do it again. Canada is looking at options for getting ayahuasca back with doctors. And I have a friend who is a doctor who is on one of the committees right now. So we're hoping right now that it will be happening very soon, because we know how many people suffer from mental illness.
Yeah. So how do we reach you? Like, where's your business? What's your website?
It's called goddesscompass.com, but you're on Facebook with me as well. So you can reach out and we can get together and chat more, Tina. I'd love to do that.
Okay. Sounds
Anybody,
good.
reach out to me. I'm Dina J. Ann, and I have a public profile because I have 3 groups that I work with, women around the world. I connect to them on a regular basis.
I was in Ecuador in 2012. I wish I knew about ayahuasca then, because at that time I wasn't seeing my children. It took me 7 years to fight to see my children, so I was going through a lot of stress, and I think this would have helped me a lot.
Yeah, they do ayahuasca ceremonies in Ecuador, definitely. Yeah, some people are scared of it. It's a deep journey. It can be dark, but the darkness becomes your light. That's the amazing thing about it.
I'm in remission from cancer and that. And it made me more stronger, more brave. It gave me courage and strength to go through all the chemo and all that. And it made me a better person. And I felt when I heard that, it hit, like you said, it hit home. And I am strong today, and I'm doing so well.
Your new identity is you are a cancer graduate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful.
That's fabulous. I'm so glad you're all sharing stories. It's really connecting each other. We all have something in common, no matter what it is. And I really appreciate everybody's own take on different things. So if anyone else got anything that you'd like to share, not necessarily regarding this topic, but anything going on in anyone's life that you would like to discuss, mention, any positive things happening in your own life you'd like to share?
Yeah, I would. One thing I know for the longest while, I got my kids full time, and I was dealing with that. And in 2015 I started specking out a job, but then I just never got around to it. But last week I actually started my business. I know in my mind was my enemy for a long time, but going forward I'm going to just keep going forward step by step and just do it.
Awesome, Robert. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Good luck with all.
Thanks a lot, guys.
It's just that one step, right?
One step at a time.
Well, my son inspired me. He had a hard time reading, and he just got in the Army Reserves. He passed the aptitude test.
Wonderful.
So we have another meeting coming up now, July the 31st, and we will be in contact with everybody with details about who it's going to be and what it's going to be. And we're all going to be positivity experts someday. So I'd like to thank you all for being here. And if anyone's got any announcements of any kind, if not, we'll end the meeting here.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone. Have a beautiful
Thank you.
day. We
Thank you
haven't
all.
seen this one before. Make it your best.
Ending love. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Your heart.
Thank you. Have a great weekend, everybody. Thanks a lot.
Bye.
Good weather.
Have a wonderful sunny weekend until tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then we'll be grateful for the rain. We'll go dance in the rain.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Take care.
Bye, everyone.
Love
Take
you.
care.
Bye.
Yeah.
Take care.
Lovely seeing everybody's face again.
Yes. I look forward every day with Positive Thinking Club.
Have a great day.
You as well. Bye.
Bye.